I'm here to tell you about the greatest inning that's ever been pitched in baseball history that nobody remembers. Everybody knows the greatness, the elegance, the dominance, the class, all these different adjectives you could use to describe Jacob deGrom and his impact on Major League Baseball. He's been one of the best pitchers, if not arguably the best pitcher, since about 2017-2018. Unfortunately, we haven't seen a full 162 game season of Jacob deGrom pitching and being healthy since about 2019. But back when his career started, early on in 2014, everybody knew this guy was going to be special. Broke onto the scene in 2014, finished the year with a 2.69 ERA. He won Rookie of the Year, and from that point on, people understood this guy is going to be a presence for years to come in Major League Baseball. The following year in 2015, he continued with that dominance and earned himself a spot on the National League All-Star team. Most people knew who he was. He had made a name for himself, but when he showed up at the 2015 All-Star game and had an opportunity to pitch for the National League in that game, he displayed what I believe to be arguably the most dominant inning in baseball history, and definitely the most dominant inning documented in All-Star game history. Jacob deGrom stepped on the mound in Cincinnati with the National League team trailing by 2 runs in the top of the 6th, and at this point, the All-Star game for Major League Baseball still had significant meaning to it. The winner of the All-Star game, the league, would determine who gets home field advantage in the World Series in that following World Series in the fall. So this inning for Jacob deGrom isn't just some ho-hum, go out there, chuck the ball around and do whatever you want. He was out there to prove a point. He was out there to make a statement, and clearly he wanted to make a statement and show everybody watching on the biggest stage in baseball who Jacob deGrom was.
Now it's Jacob deGrom.
First pitch, zoom, 96 miles an hour to Stephen Vogt. Yadier Molina behind the plate. Honestly, I don't know if that ball's a strike. Doesn't really matter. 96 miles an hour on the corner, and you start to realize, wow, that's got a little fuzz to it.
You got to see Jacob deGrom.
Zoom! Right at the bottom of the zone, directly in the corner, right at the glove for Yadier Molina. Stephen Vogt doesn't know what hit him. He's been in the box for probably 30 seconds in all. He's already down 0-2, and he's seen 2 missiles fly in front of his face for strike 1 and strike 2. The other part of this video that I want you guys to pay attention to and really listen to, and I'll do my best to enhance the audio, is Fox covering this game and how they did an excellent job in whatever case directing the field microphones to what had to have been the distance between the pitcher's mound and home plate, because you can hear these pitches from Jacob deGrom sizzling into the glove over and over and over and over and over. From what I see on the radar gun at 96 miles an hour, some of these pitches aren't even the hardest that Jacob deGrom's ever thrown in his career, because we know Jacob deGrom throwing 100, 101, 102 in a lot of cases. These are, I don't want to say only, but they're only 96, 97 miles an hour. So either way, strike 1, strike 2 on Stephen Vogt.
Well, hitters don't hit his fastball. There you go. The reason why he has such a forward release.
Zoom, high fastball. Stephen Vogt chases it because he doesn't have any other choice. Welcome to the All-Star game, Stephen Vogt.
You got
3 pitches, take a seat, enjoy your night on the bench.
A guy who's finally getting his...
Zoom, 98 right down the middle.
Kipnis digs in. There's Steven. He's made the most of his chance after the trade of Derek Norris to San Diego.
Zoom, another sizzling fastball. Bottom right corner, straight into Yadier Molina's glove. Jason Kipnis, 2 pitches, 2 strikes.
A guy who's finally getting his chance after the trade of Derek Norris.
Welcome to the All-Star game. And in all honesty, you can't even blame these guys hitting, because they want to go up there, want to see a couple pitches, ride them in the All-Star game, get comfortable in the box. Jacob deGrom says, forget all that. I'm coming right at you with absolute fuzz on the corner, and you're not going to have a lot of time to stand in the box. I want to get out here. I want to get off the mound, show my presence, and let's go hit for the National League.
In the AL.
98, just running fastball off the corner by a couple of inches. At this point, Kipnis was probably taking that pitch either way, but it doesn't matter because it's still 1-2, and he's thrown nothing but absolute rocket balls right at these guys.
Here comes a 1-2 from deGrom. How about back-to-back strikeouts. The best stuff we've seen all night, in my opinion.
Jason Kipnis went ahead and swung an underwater bat on that third strike. He was so tardy, swinging in slow motion, defensive hack, because Jacob deGrom is just attack, 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 attack. So at this point now, he's thrown 7 pitches, all fastballs, 2 strikeouts. I can't imagine he could make anybody else look any worse.
There's Jose Iglesias, the shortstop.
Jose Iglesias, welcome to the All-Star game. Elevated at 97, rising fastball. Oh, and guess what? You're tardy.
I mean, it just has different action on it.
It's out of the Hummer. I mean, just zoom. I guess he wanted to show off a little bit.
Oh, and Jose Iglesias, yeah, so I know I've thrown 8 straight rising sizzle balls, but here's a slider. And what does he do with it? Of course, absolutely nothing. Flips at it, one-handed swing, and it's immediately 0-2. Now he's got Iglesias in the proverbial rocking chair, as they always like to say. He just threw him a slider, but he also threw 8 straight fastballs before that. The count's 0-2. Jose Iglesias, you're in a blender, buddy. You're toast. You have no chance on whatever pitch he throws next. If it's anywhere near the strike zone, you're done.
You're right, just showing it off. Here comes the 0-2. Wow. Hi, I'm Jacob deGrom, and I have the chance with my stuff to just dominate baseball for years to come.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Joe Buck, at that point, couldn't have said it any better than anybody else. Hi, I'm Jacob deGrom, and I have the stuff to just dominate baseball for years to come. Well, guess what? He did, and he's going to continue to do so if he stays healthy. And that inning right there, 10 pitches, 9 strikes.
A guy who's found his chance after the trade, too, from deGrom. Jose Iglesias, the shortstop.
I guess.
Wow.
At no point did any of those guys really even come close to touching any of his pitches. The part to emphasize here is that that wasn't a regular 10-pitch, 3-strikeout inning in a regular season game in May against the Marlins. That's the All-Star game. And on top of it, deGrom is a starter. So he came out of the bullpen clearly ready to go, and he throws 10 pitches, strikes out 3 All-Star caliber hitters, and makes them all look completely stupid. And what blows my mind is nobody really remembers this or talks about it. But in my opinion, I think this inning in itself catapulted the confidence of Jacob deGrom and established him internally, made him realize, you know what, not only am I a great pitcher, but I can hang. Again, not just hang, but I can dominate all-star caliber hitters and make them look stupid. Quick business. Catapulted deGrom into the stardom that he had experienced the rest of the 2015 season and the years afterwards. 2 more Cy Youngs, and that's the most dominant inning in baseball history that nobody remembers. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you think there's another inning that's a more dominant performance than what Jacob deGrom did in the 2015 All-Star game, because I don't know of another one. I know that a lot of people reference the Pedro Martinez appearance in the All-Star game at Fenway Park. I think it was 1999, if I'm not mistaken. But it doesn't really matter to me because this is the one that I've seen and remember. And I know Pedro Martinez faced some All-Stars. I know he had a lot of success. But deGrom just coming out 10 pitches, sizzling balls past these guys. In my opinion, it's the most dominant inning of baseball pitching that I've ever seen. And I know there's been some immaculate innings. I know there's been 9-pitch innings with 3 strikeouts. But a lot of those have foul balls, right? Balls that are like ripped down the line, just foul, or, you know, called strike 3s or stuff like that, where it's like, you know, the pitcher did a really good job, but a lot of different things could have happened and changed it up. But in this case, man, this is a 10-pitch inning, 3 strikeouts in the All-Star game. And I don't think I've seen pitches just more beautifully executed than what Jacob deGrom did in this video, did in the All-Star game, and catapulted himself into stardom. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know. Let me know if you guys think there's a better inning than this one, but I don't think there is. So be sure to subscribe, like the video, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.